Pilates, Sculpt, and yoga class, and the cross fusion class that works a lot of the really popular elements of these practices and these philosophies. Wheel, it's called. I've heard it called Ring of Fire, the Circle of Death, that thing that I hate. Those are all those things. I actually heard it called Jesus several times. Jesus! Oh my God! So it's been called many, many things. Grab that thing. You can call it whatever you want. I typically call it everything but what it is, right? Grab that thing, the circle thingy, the booby tubey. I don't know why I call it booby tubey. I don't know why that's the only thing I can remember when I can't remember what this is. Okay, so we're gonna work with a Pilates circle, and then we're gonna be working with some weights. I typically in my yoga Sculpt will work with about 5-pound weights, but I've noticed people kind of vary between a set of 5-pound weights and maybe a set of 2s or 3s. In bar, sometimes we'll use the 1s. 1s I think is a little light for this, what we're doing here, although you can use none. So 1 would maybe not be too light if you're using none, but if you were to use none, you could mock that you're holding a weight, and then just the muscle will, you can engage the muscle and still work at that same capacity. So we're going to begin first and foremost on our backs. And when you go onto your backs, you're going to want to bring this Pilates circle with you so that it's nearby when you're on your back. So go ahead and roll back, place your feet onto the floor, and let's just gently open our knees out to the sides, which is called in yoga Supta Baddha Konasana. So as the knees are opened out to the side, you know, my hips are going to open, and then I have this kind of nice weighted gravity pulling my knees down, allowing the hips to gently open without too much pressure. If this hurts you for any reason, please make that adjustment now. All right, so we're just gonna take a couple moments to bring our attention to our breath. So I'm gonna bring my right hand just below my belly button, Shavasana, between the hips, and then the left hand at Anahata, the heart chakra, in the center of the chest or at your heart center. And then as we're here, we're going to take a moment to bring our chin down, close the eyes, and exhale your breath completely. On the next breath, slowly breathe in through your nose. As you're breathing in through your nose, drag the air over the top of your throat into the deepest part of your belly. Feel the belly expand and lift and fill as you move through the lungs. Feel it expanding and lifting and filling you up to the top of the throat where you hold the breath for 3. Stay with that breath, hold on to it for 2. Now get ready, slowly, slowly. Begin to let the air out through the nose, emptying from the top of the throat into the lungs, moving to the belly. As the belly empties, it starts to constrict and pull in, emptying all that stale. Take another breath slowly through your nose now. Breathe in slow. Let it fill you up. You should get to about a 5 or a 6 count. Some people can go much longer, some people a little shorter. But as we get moving, we're going to keep it right around a 5 count breath. Then as you hold on to that breath, we count back from 3 again. Hold for 2, and slowly deflate it out. We'll do that just one more time now on your own. Hold it nice and slow. And then slowly let it go. As your bottom of your exhale, draw your knees closer to each other. And as they come up, walk your feet open. We're going to grab the circle right now. So as you grab your circle, place your right leg towards the sky and grab the circle, placing it right around the foot. If you notice, it's right around by the ball of the foot, and it's no weight. I also am not pulling it towards my body. I'd like to keep that heel right over my hip. Then as you're ready, straighten your other leg out. This is my left leg. Now I'm pushing through the toe mound and I'm drawing down, straight down with my circle. So your circle could bend a bit. If it's newer, it might not bend quite a bit. It's irrelevant. You begin to pull down. And I'd like you to imagine your right butt cheek. Now think about how that right butt cheek might be in your jeans or in a pair of pants that has a pocket. Try to imagine the pocket on your jean, on your right butt cheek, and now try to push the pocket down to the floor. Now, as you push the pocket to the floor, use your circle to help you push that pocket down by pulling down. We're going to get into the piriformis portion of the glute, the outside of the band where the IT is, and get a nice stretch here in this lower portion of the glute versus pulling the leg in and getting a stretch at the connection side of the hamstring. I want to stay a little bit more towards the glute. And as you're pulling down, you're feeling that, and it usually feels quite good. The glute usually isn't symptomatic. It's not yelling at you. It's usually causing a tight hamstring, a tight, maybe sore lower back. You might feel some imbalance in your body in some way, and it could be just a result of that glute. Now I'm going to bring the right arm out. The same arm as the leg that's up, take that one out. Then move the leg that's to the sky only about an inch, no more than 2 inches to your left. If I look at it, the heel is lined up with my opposite hip now, and I'm going to use that grip of the circle to pull down to really amplify now the stretch that wraps around that outside hip, the glute, the piriformis. The right shoulder is down. My gaze can be at the right. I really don't want to go very far. The body has the ability to go far. You don't really need to for this one, in my opinion. Just gently begin to bear down into that right hip.
You'll take another deep breath in and out, and then on the next exhale, just kind of go over to your other arm. I'm going to grab it with my right hand and bring my left arm out as I stretch the adductor. Some people are going to be tighter, the knee could bend, and the leg could be up here shaking weirdly, all the way up to very flexible and dropping down. Don't come all the way to the floor. There's nothing to prove here. You don't need to. Just get the other side of your body nice and flat. Push through that leg, push through that hip. Keep your ribs and that side body down as you're pressing through its opposing wall pose. So what I'd like you to imagine is that you're actually leaning butts right up against that wall, and you're pushing into that wall. So as you're pushing into that down, and you take your last couple breaths, keep your hips down into the floor. You're going to lift your circle up off your feet. I'm holding it with my fingertips. You're going to allow your circle just to fall back so it's up towards the sky, and then lift your head up and slide it right underneath your neck. Good. Now from there, bend the knees so that the knees are still over the hips. And as you exhale, come up and squeeze your belly. Inhale, come down, and exhale, come up and squeeze. Get the right elbow as close to that knee as possible and pull the toes back so that your legs are really strong. Switch to the other side by bringing the knees first to the center together, and then bringing the left elbow to the right knee as that left leg goes into a hover. When you're there, squeeze that belly. You'll feel those muscles kick in as we move to tempo. Inhale, knees. Exhale, twist, 9, twist, 8, twist, 7, twist, 6, twist, 5, twist, 4, twist, 3. Is this fun? Twist, 2, twist, and hold 1. Right leg goes straight and on the floor. Flip the circle back up to the sky the way you went in, and get it so where it's level to your knee on the inside, so that it's parallel to the side. Horizontal, right? Yeah. Oh no, I have to go back to my third grade brain. It doesn't work very good. All right, we're gonna take the padding of your circle, place it on the inside of your knee. Did you see that I'm holding it with my fingertips? It doesn't require a lot. This arm that's free, this left arm with the knee that's up, will go out to the side onto the floor. Oh, let's not do that yet. I need one more thing. Can you hold on to your circle with that hand? Can you take your right elbow and bring it up to the other pad first? Good. Now, you don't want it to drop, so get it secure, and then let that left arm come out. Now, take a moment to squeeze the elbow into it and the knee into it at the same time. Bring the right fingers back behind your head and neck, supporting the neck with your fingers. Now, squeeze it together, and then don't squeeze, but don't let it go. Squeeze it together, then don't squeeze. Good. Do it again. Squeeze. Now, let's do 10. 10. 9. Squeeze hard. 8. 7. Weren't you curious where your obliques were? 6. There you are. Leg off the floor. Just what's hovering. Now give me 10 pulses. Go. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Release. Knees up. Release the circle. Right foot onto the floor. Left leg to the sky. Now straighten your right leg out. We're on that left side. So as you press the knee forward, you're on left side, legs up the wall, pushing the knee in, using the circle to pull down onto the ball of the foot. So you're getting that left butt cheek. Now think of the jean pocket. Think about the pocket on your left butt cheek now, and try to get the left jean pocket flat to the floor. Ooh, nice stretch to that glute. I've got some glute stuff working here. Breath or two, releasing that left arm now. And we're going to move the right or left ankle, pardon me, the leg straight over your right hip about 2 inches. Again, gaze over towards the left now. Now pull down again and try to get your jean pocket to the floor as you breathe for 4. Just feel the breaths slowing down. 3. Our mind is calm. 2. We can get that heart rate up so quickly, and we can control it with the breath so easily. Really nice. You can go a little further, just do a slide. I'm going to go to the other hand now, switch it over, bring my other arm out, and then just go, maybe not all the way to the floor, just enough where I can press through that knee and get a stretch. So I've been saying this over and over, but I've kind of got an injury. I was in a car accident, so I've got some stuff I'm working with. This leg is quite a bit different than the other because of it. So when I get to this side, I can feel it shaking. So I'm going to just try to remember where my left side is so that I can accommodate it on the right, since my right isn't a bit more healthy. All right, so your last couple stretches now, and then slowly make your way back up. And as you come back up, bring both feet in one final time. You want to make sure they feel a little even as you push the knees into your imaginary wall. Pull down into the balls of the feet. Push back to the knee creases. And then as you release the circle up, bend the knees, flip it back over your head, lift it up. And now we're going to take that left elbow towards the right knee, bring the left leg down. So we're now on the other side, right into it now. Knees together, elbows together. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale together. Exhale, squeeze. Now inhale here, exhale there. Now 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Good. Now take your left leg all the way to the floor. Keep your right leg lifted. Let's bring it up. Place it on the inside of the knee. Hold on to it so that left elbow can hear. Very little pressure. I mean, this is totally easy. So I'm just holding it with my elbow, and that way I can get into position. The right arm is out. The pad is on the inside of that leg and the inside of the knee-ish area. The left fingers go back behind the skull and the head and neck area for support. Squeeze the knee and the elbow into the circle. Then don't squeeze it, but don't let it go. Squeeze again, and here we go. 10, 9. They're slippery little suckers. They go fly out. 8. If they do, just grab it, stick it back in there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, all right, we're gonna rock and roll up. So several times if you need to. You're gonna rock and roll 3 times. We're gonna come up to a seat. All right, so I talked about this the other day, I think when we were talking about working with these, and the next one that we have is called Dynamite. So we're gonna place this pad out in front of us. So just make sure you have it as you step back. I'm just gonna go into table and just simply walk my legs back, and then I'm just gonna lay on my belly. All right, so I'm now on my belly, opening up so they're at least as wide as my mat. If you have anything out in front of your mat, you may just wanna move it out of the way here. I'm gonna place this circle with one of the pad sides down out in front of me with my elbows bent to about 45 degrees. It's just fairly comfortable based on the position I'm in. Place the hands down into the top pads here. So you have a soft bend into the elbow. You can move this out and back so that you have a pretty natural reach. Now focusing on the sides of your arms underneath the armpit to the outside of the hip. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, press the top pad to the bottom pad as best you can. It could be wobbly and out all over the place. It's okay. When you inhale, come down. Your circle is going to open up. Line up the crown of your head to the middle of your circle. Your nose is hovering off of the mat. Now think about your armpits and press into your armpits here. You feel it? You're going to feel the ribs engage, and you're going to feel your armpits push down and feel like they've been scooped out. Good. Now slowly bring your gaze up and press them together. And here we go. Inhale down and exhale, squeeze and press. And let's begin our counting now. 1. You're going to feel this tomorrow. 2, right on your lats. 3, don't worry about how close they get. Just do the best you can. Neutral neck. 4, crown of your head in the middle. Open it wide. 5, press. Here we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it. Now 10, quicker. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your circle, push up to tabletop. Grab the circle, tuck the toes, and sit back onto your heels. So you're kind of in this like kneeling position. You can be on the tops of your feet if you prefer, but I think this is the most comfortable, makes the most sense. So also if I'm holding this circle out and I try to push it together, I'm not gonna have a lot of control, especially if I haven't worked with it much. So what I do is I take the bottom circle and I lean it against my body. So it's stabilized, so just the bottom is against it. If you have big boobs, I know it sounds funny, but you might have them. You don't want an early mammogram. Don't get them stuck in there. Have you gotten one stuck in before? I've gotten one stuck in before, mine aren't even that big. So means if you're big, they could get in there. So when you squeeze it, you don't want to get your chest in there, ladies. That's what I mean. All right, so if my bottom is leaning against me, the top then doesn't want to be at my boob. I want to be out. Now, can you push it together? See how it gives you a little more control? Now, stand up onto the knees. Keep your toes tucked. Good. Now, let's see if we can push it together. Biceps. There was this one movie that was out when I was kind of, I'd say a teenager. It was like, I forget the name of it, but there was a scene in it and they were like, we must build our bust. Do you remember that? I don't know why. It's made its way around. And they were kind of doing something like this, and they were like exercising their chest. This is a lot of more biceps here, it's chest. They can be cool. 3. Now get ready.
2, because you're gonna hold it on 1, we're gonna count back from 8. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come up 1. Place this out in front of you, tuck hands onto the mat, tuck your toes, and push back to downward facing dog. Ah, I love downward facing dog. Here we are now, the fingers are spread wide. You're using pretty much your whole mat. So your hands to the front, your feet to the back. You utilize about 4 feet, your whole mat. Let's go into a high plank. So if you go into a high plank, like you're gonna do a push-up on your tiptoes, your high plank and your down dog should be the same. So let's push back to down dog from high plank and see if you're pretty close. Now let's take another 3 breaths or so. Trying to get more evenness in the body. You're not trying to stretch your hamstrings. You're not trying to stretch anything specifically. You're trying to find this kind of neutral space where we're pushing the ground away as hard as the tail's lifting. So the energy, find your way into downward facing dog here. We'll take 2 to 3 more breaths. Feel your arms lining with your shoulders. That doesn't make any sense. Did you catch that? I said your arms lining with your shoulders. That's smart. So we want our arms lining with our ears if you're paying attention. All right, now I'm gonna take my right foot. I'm just gonna move it over to the left a little bit and set it down. Then take my left heel and place it in front of my right toes. And I'm gonna walk heel to toe to the top of the mat. Nice little hamstring stretch. We're gonna get us into a forward fold Uttanasana. Good, let's get the heart rate up, get into a little bit of fat burning as you roll it slowly, as you inhale breath. It's traditional Surya Namaskar A, arms up, inhale breath. Biceps are with the ears here, so the hips will press forward, the arms will stay with the ears for this back bend. Please take it slow. Straight arms, strong body, forward fold. Keeping the arms with the ears. Place the hand next. Inhale, breath is upward facing dog. Shoulders back, knees up. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Push the ground away. Don't lift your right leg up. Just drag the right knee up and set the foot down. Now drop the left knee. Inhale, back bend. We're now on the left side. So reaching out of the waist. Hands to the mat. Drag the back foot up, Uttanasana. So here we are, top number 2. Inhale, back bend. You'll get a little bit faster. Keep your arms with your ears. Keep your arms with your ears. Keep your arms with your ears. Right leg back, knee down, back bend. So if you've done hot yoga, this is what they do every time. Step back. It never changes. It's always the same. Drag your back foot up, Uttanasana. Number 3, inhale, back bend, arms with ears. Forward fold, arms with ears. Right leg back, knee down, back bend. Hands to mat, step back to plank. Chaturanga, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog lift. Downward facing dog return. Drag the right foot up, set the left knee down quick. Drop the knee, back bend. Hands to the mat. Drag it up. 2 more, let's go. Slow. Right leg back. Back bend. Hands to the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot up, left knee down. Back bend. Hands to mat. Drag your back foot up. Let's do 1 more. Slowly roll up. Back bend. Good. Forward bend. Right leg back, knee down. Back bend. Hands to the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot back up, left knee down, back bend. Exhale, hands to mat, drag your back foot up and hold. Uttanasana, stay your 3. Relocate your breath with your mind. Bend your knees right and left, back and forth. Just kind of shaking it out. We're gonna do a couple little squats. Bend the knees and squat. Bend the knees and lift. Bend the knees and now open up your toes and squat. Open up your toes and heels and squat. Just shimmy open. All right. All right, coming into a neutral spot. We're going to change it over to Miss Karen now. All right, so you ready to go? All right, we're going to switch it up. I'm going to get you your own towel so you don't have to use mine. All right, you guys.
Hi guys. So we're going to continue with this. So we're going to start with a pelvic curl. It's almost like a bridge. Thank you. But the difference is that we're going to concentrate more on the pelvic floor muscles right now. So first, I want you to bring your arms up right above your shoulders and notice how there's still more room here. So if you bring your shoulders up and lift them up and walk them closer to your ears, now you have more space. Your back should feel longer. Now I want you to press, notice the arch in your back. So you're going to anchor your tailbone and then flatten your back As you're doing that, you're gonna press with your palms, your shoulders, your triceps, broaden your collarbone. Inhale, expand your rib cage. Exhale, you're gonna start to tuck your tailbone in as you roll up, slowly squeezing the ring in between your thighs. Now feel your inner thighs and try to relax your glutes. Pause here. Inhale up again. And on the exhale, I want you to lower down one little vertebra at a time. Start with your upper back, lowering down to the middle, all the way back to the tailbone. Once you find your mat, you're flat. Let's go back up again. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your tailbone in, throw your belly in, start to roll up slowly, very slowly, one vertebra at a time. Keep squeezing the ring, feeling your thighs, inner thighs, quads, relax your glutes. Feel the stretch on your back, your lower back and your sacrum are expanding. Inhale up again, exhale, roll down slow. One vertebra at a time. Almost feels like your body's a hammock and it's going down slow. So let's do that again a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale, roll up slowly. So notice once you're all the way up here, if you feel that you're using your glutes a lot, I want you to relax them. And when you go down, use the breath again. Exhale and all the way up. And feel how your body's going to kind of swing down. Feels like it's going down like a hammock. And I want you to do this at your own pace. Just a couple more times. Your triceps, the tailbone is in, the abs are in. Squeeze your ring. Now feel your inner thighs. Nice. Squeeze. And we can go faster or stay slow. So it's a ring, it's a circle, but you want to make it like a jelly, really small. All the way. And now hold it up, squeeze it in, lift up higher, and roll down very slowly down. All the way down. Once it's down, I want you to take it off your legs. Have the soles of the feet together and your knees turn out like a butterfly. Bring the ring on your hands. You're gonna bring it behind your head again. And this time we're gonna go into a chest lift. So you're gonna tuck your chin towards your chest, draw the belly up, and then lift up, look towards your belly. Now you can hold it right here in the front. I like this better because then I feel my triceps. And inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale, exhale. We're going to do 8 of this. Now, while you're doing this, I want you to think that your lower abs are coming all the way up to the ribs and into the spine. So remember, like back in the days when you have to wear jeans that were tight and they were not expanded, and you had to lay in your bed. I remember that when I was like in high school, laying down and zipping them up all tight. This is the same feeling, right? All the way up and down. And now you're going to stay up on the next one, and we're going to pull. And now release it down. Take it off your head. Now you're going to bring your legs back up. This time, back in between your thighs. Heels are flat. So you're going to flatter your wings, open and close. And my heels are together, my feet are together. Now I can stay here, or if I want more, I'm going to bring my hands behind my head, interlace my fingers, and I'm going to come up and do a double crunch and squeeze. Now put the elbows wide, squeeze the legs in with the ring, but the elbows are wide apart. And let's keep going. And we go for 8 more. 4 more. Hug your knees for a moment. The next one, you're gonna have your feet inside and flex your feet. You're gonna have the ring around the ankles. Now bend the knee. This is called dead bug. I don't know why, but that's the name. So if it's like somebody was holding your legs up, you wanna have the knees aligned with the hip. So notice how much higher you can come in this 100 rep with the legs tied up in the ring. Now you should feel tension on your legs, so you're feeling your outer thighs. We're gonna do 2 more times, and we're gonna stay up for the 100. Relax the belly, and we're gonna inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In, out, in, out. Keep going in, You can drop the legs lower or bend the knee if you need to. We're almost there. Last one. Now bend the knees. Great job. Take your ring. This time it's going to be in between your thighs, in between your ankles, sorry. But you're going to work your inner thighs. So squeeze the ring. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your arms down. And as you go down and up, I want you to squeeze the ring with your legs. Keep your toes pointed. Keep the core engaged. Keep your tailbone anchored down. And if you're lowering your legs and it feels like you're arching, that means you're going too far, and you don't want to go so far. You don't want to have to arch your back and lose your form. So stay strong with this one. Keep going like this. 2 more times. And on this last one, I want you to hover your legs and just hold here and squeeze. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lift them back up. Bend the knees, hug the legs. Now we're gonna stretch the legs all the way out while you have inhale and exhale, roll up nice and slow towards your toes. Keep the legs strong. Exhale, come on down. And again. And feel every single vertebra going down at a time and stretching your low back. Squeeze the ring a little bit. We're gonna do one more. Come on all the way up. Stretch back to center. I want 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back to center. Now when you come back to center, we're gonna do this alternating, or you can keep just the tension. Now, if you wanna make this a little bit harder, we're gonna go down. So you can choose to stay here. The next layer, you're gonna go back and you're gonna lift. The ring in front of you, you can use it to hook your legs and stretch your back. We're gonna move to the side. So now when you lay sideways, we're gonna work obliques and thighs. You're gonna have one foot on top of the ring, right there. The other one's gonna be on the top. So the one on the top is gonna pump it down, right? And you're gonna feel your inner thighs. I want you to be sure that your hips are aligned, one hip on top of the other, the belly's in, and you can rest on this arm like a pillow. And now you're here. And pump it down. Outer thighs and obliques. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift it up. Bring this arm up, balance. Feel the obliques. 2, and last one down. Now, I can take the ring from my leg and bring it right in front of me. And I'm gonna use my arms when my legs are together, squeeze the legs in together. And I'm gonna lift them both together while I squeeze the ring. Working on my shoulder. And the obliques. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it in, pulse the legs, just hold the ring down. 4, 3, 2, and then release down. Now we're gonna switch sides. All right. Same thing. grab the ring. First, you're gonna have that bottom leg pressing down, so it stays there, okay? And the other one goes on top. And it's gonna push it down. While you lay down, your hips are aligned, flex your feet, and you're gonna press, press, press. So you wanna press hard enough so you can feel it. You're gonna feel mostly your inner thigh. Now, if you take this hand and feel your obliques, it should be a little tiny space for your fingers. And you can go faster or slower. Now, the next one, we take the leg inside, bring both of them up, and then up, down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, bring your arm up, and stay here for a few breaths. 2, and last one. Now, you're gonna take the ring from your legs, extend your legs straight, bring the ring right in front of you, hold it with your hands, squeeze your inner thighs, point your toes, and now we're here. Using the arms, the shoulders, you're gonna feel your chest, your legs go down. Now keep your core engaged at all times. You're on the hip, with the hips aligned one on top of the other. 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now keep your hand pressing down on the ring and just pump the legs up. Stay strong with the core. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. The last thing I'm gonna do with you is work on your back. So you're gonna lay on your belly. And this one, you're gonna have the ring again on your feet. So tuck your feet in there. You're gonna have it on the outside, so it's gonna be easier to hold, otherwise you probably fly out. And I just want you to rest your arms. Now you're gonna lift the knees up. So we're working on our back and our glutes, hamstring. Now avoid lifting your head up. I just want you to rest it down. Even though you're laying on the belly, you're keeping the belly in. Now hold it up for pulses again, little pulses. And feel the tension on your legs. So the ring is not gonna fall anywhere. You're holding it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now extend your legs out, point your toes, bring your arms out to the side and all the way back. Lift your heart up. You're flying here, and I want you to make small circles with your arms. Draw your belly in and keep going, little tiny circles. Now reverse your circles. Lift them, exhale. Last 8. Lift up a little bit higher. Hold it up. And now let it go down. You can put your ring away. Bend your knees, press into a child's pose. With your knees wide apart, stretch your hips. Rest your forehead into the mat. And I'm gonna give it back to you.
Switch. Stay in your child's pose. So as you're staying in your child's pose, take another 2 deep breaths in to feel your body slowing down its breath. Breathe nice and deeply through your nose. Now reach your fingers out into your mat. Press your palms down into the mat. Lift your elbows up from the mat. And then just take a couple more seconds here. On the next inhale breath, drag yourself up to all fours, tabletop, lining up your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's take our right leg straight back. Engage the belly, focus on the right hip bearing down, and move to the fingertips of the left hand. Stay here. We're layering up, release the left arm and reach along. Find your stillness, hold for 2. Exhale, bring your elbow to your knee. Let's do about 5 of these smooth. Inhale, reach long. And exhale, pull and squeeze in. Good, inhale, reach long. And exhale, squeeze. And slow it down, just go drag the leg through. Place the foot between your hands, walk it forward.
Good. Half splits. Lift your right toes to the sky. Press the right hip back. Bring the left hip forward. Bring the belly closer to the thighs, and then just let your body melt down as you want to. Take one more breath, please. On the exhale, bend the right knee, setting the foot down onto the mat. Standing splits. Bring your left leg up towards the sky. Sweeping jiva. Sweep your left big toe over to the right and draw it up as high as your big toe. All the way to the top of your mat. And exhale, press it to the sky. Standing splits. Good. We have 9 more. Go smooth. They're pretty slow here. 9. Just really feeling the right toe staying strong, grabbing the floor, feeling this big sweep over, and then that press as we really take together all those muscles that Karen just worked for us on this lower body, kind of just yoking them together now with these obliques, piriformis, our hip. We'll do about 5 more of these, please. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on the next one, hold your standing splits, your left leg up to the sky. Seated twist is next. Bring your left knee outside your right ankle. You're going to walk your hands back as you have a seat. Move your left heel forward, as we just don't want to sit on it. Bringing the right hip down. Place your right hand at your tailbone. Elbow pushes into the spine. Lift this left arm up. Sweep it all the way over to your right. And bring your left elbow outside that knee for seated twist. Push your knee down to the left. Push your right hip to the floor. As you drop your right hip, twist through the middle of your back, the thoracic spine, until your shoulders are stacked one day parallel to the sides of the rooms. And as you get deeper and deeper, your gaze will probably follow you up into a partial or full body. So feel free to layer up if you are familiar with it. 2. And as we release, place your hands back behind you as you unravel. Unhook your feet, reverse to the top, lift your hips to the sky. Once the hips are all the way up, squeeze your knees in like you're holding a soft beach ball. Lift your chest all the way up, let your head fall back with that throat chakra open. In and out through your nose, squeeze your knees in like you're holding a beach ball. 2, with those hips. Press to all 4 corners of the feet. And 1, lower your hips, boat pose. Bring your knees to your chest, reach your arms out, boat. Roll your shoulders back and find your neutral body. 4. If you need to, put your hands on the floor. If you need to, scoop under your knee creases. 3. Want to go deeper, straighten your legs out. Doesn't matter. 2. Only here for one more round. Cross your ankles, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Good. Now drop your right knee to the mat. Lift your left leg up into the fingertips, right hand. And now reach that right arm up. Inhale back. Let's just hold here at a weird lifted neck. So just kind of hold here and breathe. Draw the belly in, draw the ribs in, push the ground away. Inhale, breath. Exhale, elbow to knee to elbow, squeeze. And now move with your breath, please. Let's inhale, reach long for 5. And exhale, squeeze. Nice. 4. And squeeze. 3. And squeeze. 2. And squeeze. And hold your last one. 5. Pull the shoulders back, suck in the belly, push the ground away. 3. Stay calm. 2. Now, on the last one, bring the right hand to the mat, bring your left knee to your nose, move to spider fingers and suck in the belly. Drag that leg through, step it through. You can move your right knee back. I kind of need to, I got close to the front of that. Or you can walk your left leg forward. Half splits, lift the toes, square the hips, belly to thigh. Let's breathe. So we're just here breathing, hips kind of over the knees, knee crease pressing through, big toe mound pressing through, shoulders framing, relaxing. 3. Feel the left hip spin back, the right hip forward a bit. 2. Now, on 1, bend the left knee, set the foot down. Are you ready? Standing splits, bring your right leg towards the sky. Sweeping jiva, sweep that toe up towards your big toe, all the way to the top of your mat. And then exhale, press it to the sky. 9 more, please. Nice and smooth at your own pace. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. We're almost there, you guys. 2 more. 2. And 1 more. Now, once your right leg comes up, seated twist is next. Bring your knee outside the ankle. Have a seat back. Bring your left hand behind you, pushing your elbow. Right arm comes up and outside the knee for seated twist. So I'm here trying to get grounded through both hips first. Then you can layer your twist. Your twist should not be bigger than the ability to ground. If you're lifted, you should be twisting very deep. Just work on getting grounded first. Then when you're ready to twist, begin to draw the chin back. You can bring your left hand to your hip. You can bring your right hand to your knee. And that will lead you into eventually a bind for anybody interested. Now, feel the hip get grounded for you. 2. As you release down, slowly release back to the front, bring your hands behind you. Good, set the feet onto the floor. Reverse table. Stretch the shoulders, squeeze the knees in, lift. Lower your hips slowly. One last boat. Always bring your knees up. 4. 3. And just like Karen taught us, we're going to lower everything to our mat slowly. So coming all the way down, a little bit at a time, until you simply land, let your toes fall out. Corpse pose, dead body posture, Shavasana, Savasana, Sculpt. In yoga, there's not many things that are wrong, which I find fascinating and cool and downright frustrating and annoying, you know, because it's like, should I do it this way? What do you think you should do? And that's usually how the dialogue goes in yoga. So I want you to ask yourself those questions that you have in your mind. And then notice what the dialogue is there. As part of the big lessons of our yoga is that little voice that we're listening to all day. Shavasana allows us to let the little voice go here. You know, not through active movement, keeping you focused there, but rather through an attention to detail of breathing. And through the breathing, we can allow in now the body to start to de-stimulate. You can let the senses kind of calm down. You're going to find that because we all have different layers of energy in us and different combinations, that we kind of get off balance in our own unique ways. And what universally pulls us all back into that realm of balance is sound and vibration. Shavasana is oftentimes where we work. It's your glutes, your inner and outer thighs, your butt. It's all into that area here. And oftentimes it's tight and uncomfortable because our life is off and uncomfortable. It allows us to connect all things to one. So take your final breath here with my voice. Feel your body fill up, feel abundant but full. And then as you exhale, slowly empty the body out. We'll complete that process over and over as you listen simply to the sound of this. If your mind is very, very active here, don't fret, my friends. Simply repeat a simple mantra. Peace and love. Peace is all around you, and love is all around you. If I can quiet my mind, I can tap right into what's available for us. Just your next breath moves through your body with ease. Like a bird gliding through the sky without flapping. This effortlessness, this calmness, this perfection, this bliss is within you and me always. Let the breath remind us that we have the power to return ourselves into this space. As you take your next breath, allow the fingers to come together and just brush against each other at the finger pads. Allow the toes to just kind of wiggle around. As you feel your body starting to wrestle back into motion, allow the wrists to move, feel the ankles move. Feel your body starting to yoke now, coming into one union with your emotions, the strength of your breath, and the calmness of the breath. And as you start to move the wrists and the ankles, start to bend the knees and lift your knees, drag them to your heart. Once you can get your knees up, draw your knees wide. And for just a couple moments, maybe even just rock side to side. As you're rocking side to side, check in with your kind of hips, check in with the small of your back, and kind of just notice as you make your way up to a comfortable seat. Join me in something seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Let your chin bow and just simply close your eyes. Take a breath in, please, and hold on to it. Slowly let the breath go. Feel the body deflate, but draw the heart now closer to the thumbs. And as you feel your heart moving forward, let it remind us simply of that. Seek out opportunities to draw the heart forward. And as we gather this compassion into our hands, we lift the thumbs and place them between the forehead or eyebrows at Anja this evening for growth. So together, take a final breath. Let's reach towards the sky. As we reach, may we continue this inquiry in our growth into our enlightened path. And as we exhale humbly to earth, may compassion show us the way. From my heart to yours, namaste, friends. Thank you so much for joining us once again on the mat. Karen and I are always so thrilled when you guys come. As always, please leave us a comment that you took the class and what you enjoyed, or if you'd like to add anything for our next classes or any suggestions or any feedback, we'd love to hear it. Other than that, please enjoy your day. Remember, we are our thoughts. So what you think is what you become. Remember that the power of manifestation is real and the power of our thoughts is real. This collective energy is real. And as you practice it, you become more and more kind of solidified on that faith. So again, thank you guys for joining us. Until next time on our mats, namaste. Peace. We'll see you guys next time on the mat.